Hi there, welcome my dear students. In this lecture, I'm going to teach you how you can create a slider, the testimonial sliders, the client sliders, and you can include that in your project. How you can do that similar to this one. So if you can click arrows, you can move on, or if you click on these dots, you can also move on. So we are going to learn this, how you can do that in the using the JavaScript. So there is a library, there is a plugin that we can use to achieve this goal. So let me show you that one. So I will come up here. There are two things that we need. That is font awesome kit that we need to use. We need these type of arrows. We need the font awesome. So you can beautify these icons as well. I will show you how. And the next thing that you need after the font awesome, you need SwiperJs. We are going to use the SwiperJs. That is a modern mobile responsive library, or you can call that plugin that is used to include into your project, and you can create beautiful sliders. So let's open up this in new tab and let me show you how this works. So if I click on getting started, so here, if you are working with the React or Node or something like that, you can install that by using npm install swiper and using Node module. This will go into your Node module, and you can import that. Also, you can include this into your Laravel project as well. And if I come up here, you need these two things in your project. Use swiper from CDN. You can download the files of the swiper, or you can use the CDN. So most of the time whenever I have to work, I use the CDN. It's much faster and robust to use. And yeah, these are the two things I'm gonna use, because I'm not using the React or anything else. I'm gonna use a simple JavaScript or HTML project where I'm gonna include this. So, and after that it's saying add swiper HTML layout. So this is the layout that you can use. And meanwhile, going on to the project, I will show you more things about the SwiperJS, like into depth, how you can use the. Just stay with me. And if you are new to my channel, and if you have not subscribed before, kindly please do subscribe my channel. And I need your support to grow this channel. This is my new channel, and I'm making videos on web development and graphic designing as well. So let's start. So here I have created a folder. Let me show you. I have created a folder, and this is my project. Inside assets, I have images. So these are the images that I'm going to use in this project: boy1, boy2, girl1, and girl2. And I will come back here, and I need a few more folders here. And before moving on to that one, let me open up this in the VS Code, and let me show you here. Here you go. And one more thing, this is going to be a mobile responsive as well. So here I'm going to create a file with the name of index.html. And after that, I need, let me create the boilerplate for the. Now I'm going to say that this is going to be testimonial slider, or swiper, you can say. And after that, what I have to do, I need to go back onto the browser. Here, what I'm gonna do, I will go onto the Bootstrap first, and I will go into the docs, and I'm gonna implement the Bootstrap. From here, I'm gonna pick up this style sheet of the Bootstrap. I will come back into my project, and here I'm gonna include my CSS file. And the next thing that I need to do is I need to link my own CSS file. That is going to be, I'm gonna say, inside assets, I need a folder with the name of CSS. It's this folder is not there right now, but once I'm gonna do alt and click, this is gonna create that folder for me. I will save that right now. If I do alt and click here and saying unable to open app.css, the editor could not open file because the file was not found. So this is a quick way to create your files. And there is one more thing that we need. We need JS files as well. So before working with JS files, I will come up here and I will copy the Bootstrap files as well. I will paste that here, and at the end of here, at the end of anonymous, I'm gonna put defer. I'm gonna say once my HTML has been loaded, after that load my JS files. So this is popper.js, and this is Bootstrap, and I will come back here. And the next thing that I need to do is I will come up here on this SwiperJS. I'm gonna include all of these right now so we can smoothly start working on that. So I'm gonna include my swiper file Swiper CSS as well. So the next thing that I need here is our JS file of the Swiper. I'm gonna include that too. And at the end, I'm gonna include buffer. And there is one more thing that we need to do. We need a file with the name of like script src, and that is going to be assets, after that JS, and inside that we need app.js file. Let me save that. Right now there is no JS folder and no app.js file. I'm gonna right click on alt right click, and it's here. We have the app.js files here in the assets folder. I'm gonna close this. Okay, the next thing that we need to do is we need to go into app.css. Let me split this up here, and let me do control 0 to like reduce the font size. It's looking much better now. And now I will go back to the browser, and from here I'm gonna go on to the Google Fonts. Let me go there. And from here, let me see, I have pop-ins. So I'm going to import this pop-ins into my project. I'm going to copy this from here, and I will come back into my CSS file, and here I have imported that. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to say like body, and inside the body I need to do something like I'm going to say font family. Font family is going to be that I'm going to use there is some shortcut as well, like I'm going to copy this font family from here. I'm going to use Poppins sans serif. Let me put that on one line. Here you go. Okay, the next thing that we need to use in our project is there are some colors that we need to use. Let me put that in the root, and I'm gonna say hyphen hyphen color. These are the like colors that we are going to use. There is a color name with the name of lavender, and the color code is E3, F2, and FT. So this is one color that we are going to use, and there is another color that we are going to use, and that is called sky blue. And I'm going to say hash 4070F4. Let me save that. Oops, I have missed this semicolon here. There you go. So we have this one color, and we have this second one as well. So can you see both of the colors? It's not sky blue, it's kind of blue. Okay, let me come back here in our body, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna call a class here with the name of, I will say class, and that is going to be, I'm gonna come up here, and I'm gonna create a class with the name of pg hyphen, and after that the name of this color, and inside here I'm gonna say bg color, background color, and after that var. Inside var I'm gonna call this variable. So that makes code more robust. Like if you have a big project and you're using you are using one color at different places, what you can do, you can use your color similar to like this one. You can put your color in a variable, and you can call anywhere. So that helps you to like reduce your code repetition. You don't need to type the color code again and again. So you can write once and you can utilize that multiple times anywhere. So let me come back here, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna copy this class name, and I'm gonna give this to my background, to my body. Let's go back onto the browser, and let's see the change. Oh, before see the change, we need to run the live server. Right now my live server is not running. Let me run the live server. There you go. Can you see if I inspect this one? Can you see? Let me click here. Can you see this background color? It's coming here. Can you see? We have the background color now. So the next thing that we need to do is we are gonna come up here. So right now I'm gonna do the direct things. So I'm gonna say container right now, and after that I'm gonna say vh100, which is a bootstrap class, and after that I need like I'm gonna say v100, like width needs to be 100%, and after that I need one more class that is going to be d-flex, display flex, and after that I need one more class like align items, and after that hyphen hyphen center, and after that I need one more class that is called dot justify content and hyphen center. So this is a handy, like at the end I will do a tab, and this is gonna do this stuff for me. So this is done here. So now the next thing that we have to do is we need to put up like our swiper here. So now we are gonna go back into our browser, and from here I will come back here into the swiper.js. I will say get start. Oh, one second. We have some demos. Let me check where we have the demos. Here, resources. Under the resources, we have the demos. So here, can you see we have multiple demos? So we are gonna use something. Let me show you the sample that I have shown you. Similar to this one, we want a sample like that. So that is going to be slides per view. So can you see this one? We are gonna use this slides per view. So I'm gonna click on core because we are not working with React, Vue, and anything else. So I'm gonna click on core, and let's see the coding of the core, and we are gonna use this one, and we will modify that according to our need. So let's wait. Here you go. It's here. So it's giving you some default CSS as well. We are not going to use that. So right now the thing that we need is we are going to copy this whole swiper pack from here, like swiper. I'm going to copy that, and I will come back here on my code, and I'm going to paste that here. Like I just want to show you like how this is going to work. So I will come back here, and we have already the SwiperJS file, and the next thing that we need is script. So we just need this one. We don't need script because we have our own app.js, this one. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna paste that here, my slider. It's here. So the next thing that I'm gonna use, it's saying my swiper. Instead of my swiper, I will do like you can write whatever you want. Like sometimes you have more than one slider in your project, so you can use different names. I'm gonna say my client swiper. I will save that, and right now we have the pagination as well, so we will take a look on this later on. Let's go back onto the browser, and let me pull up this other one here. I'm gonna reload that, and it's not reloading. Swiper is not defined. Okay, I think I got the problem. The problem is we are using Defer with Olive, so it's loading first and it's loading the Swiper JS framework later on. So we need to put Defer in order to work this. Let's go back and let's refresh that. Can you see? Now I can see like it's working. Can you see my slider is working? So this is the basic thing that we was testing, like it's working. So now we will move on and we will like put our design that we want to do. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do, I'm gonna remove all of these things from here, and now I'm gonna work on the swiper slide. So first of all, I need an image inside that, so I'm gonna say assets, and inside that I need a image, and I'm gonna say boy1, and this is going to be boy, I'm gonna say boy image, or just an image. You can whatever you want to do that. I will save that, and let's go back here onto our code to see. Okay, it's coming. We need to like there are a few more things we need to do with our project. We will adjust that. So let's go back, and I'm gonna type here. The next thing that we need is p tag, and inside that we need lorem text. I will go with the lorem text, and let's go back here. Right now it's looking messy. No problem. We will adjust that. Let's write our markup first. So after that, the next thing that we need to do is we need some like quotations. So for that purpose, I will come back here and I will go into the font awesome. I will go into the icons, and here I'm gonna type like quote. Let's see that. Let's hit enter. It's sorry. Okay, I'm gonna pick up this one, and I will copy this from here. I will come back here. I will paste that here. So let's go back onto the browser and let's see the impact. So can I see my icon? Icons are here, but I can't see because of this problem. Okay, no problem. We will fix it. And now what I will do, right now on the slides preview, we need like only one slide. And after that, the thing that we need is we are gonna say grab cursor, like when we are gonna move it, we want like to be cursor. Like we can move that as well by using our mouse. And after that we want loop, like when we have multiple values, like when we have multiple sliders, we want that to be in loop, like and that we need the iteration on that. So we have space between, we don't want any space between because we have only one slider, and after the loop we need the pagination, we have that. And there are a few more things that we need some navigation as well. So I will show you how we are gonna work with the navigation. So I'm gonna say next el and colon, and after that brackets. And if you don't know like where from this is coming, let's go back onto our browser, and from here I can say navigation. Can you see this navigation? Can you see we have the arrows? I will click on core. Meanwhile this is loading. It's el swiper pagination. So I will come back here. And here, can you see this navigation? If you have this, you can enable these icons as well. So I'm gonna copy this from here and I'm gonna paste that here. So our JS part has been done completely. So I will come back here and I will reload. Can you see this? We have one slider and it's looking perfectly fine now here. So there are more things that we need to do with our slider right now. Okay, right now we can't see our codes here. So because uh, we have not linked our kit, I believe. Let's go on here and let's integrate our kit. I'm gonna copy this from here. I will come back here and before my JS, I'm gonna after the bootstrap I'm gonna paste the JS for the font awesome. I will save that and let's come back here. Can you see we have this icon as well here now? Okay, the next thing that we need is we need to put some more details here. I'm gonna say that is going to be client. I'm gonna say dot client details, and after that I need a display flex. I'm gonna say dflex. I'm using the bootstrap class here, and after that align hyphen items to the center, and after that I'm gonna say this is going to be flex hyphen column. I don't want that to be row, I want that to be a column. And inside that I need span, and that is going to be, I need to span. So let me copy these two spans and let me hit enter. Okay, that's looking good. And inside span, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say this is a Demian. My client is Demian, and or like this is like app project. Okay, application project. I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna come back here onto the browser, and can you see that we have the Demian here? So right now we want all of this into the center. Right now this is in the center, but the rest of the stuff is not in the center. We need to work on that too. So right now we have done few things here. Justify content center, align item center, justify content center. Okay, we need to work on this slider now. Okay, here on our slider we need this width is too much and we want to reduce the width. So we can say that max width, that is going to be, we are gonna say 900 pixels. Right now my screen is big, so according to your screen, so you can adjust, or according to your client need you can adjust this. So I'm gonna say padding, that is going to be top bottom 50 px, and left right, that is going to be 0. So can you see we have the padding and we have the width now. So I'm going to copy this from here, and let's go back onto our code. I will come into CSS and I'm going to say dot swiper, and with this swiper, where is client swiper? We have class and we want this. We want to apply this. Can you see if I hover here, it's saying where both classes match, apply this code. So let me copy that for the confirmation like everything is right, and let's come back here and it's implemented. Can you see? The next thing, we want this element into the center. Right now it's not into the center perfectly. So what I'm gonna do, let me open up that. So we want this item into the center. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna apply few classes on this swiper wrapper. I will come back here onto this swiper wrapper. I'm gonna say this item is going to be display flex and the flex direction. There is a class in the Bootstrap. Let me check if I can find out direction. Flex direction. Let me see that. If we have that flex direction, flex column. Let's try that. And I'm gonna say flex column. Let me save that and let's go back onto the here. So for checking, do we have that? Let me check. Okay, can you see we have the flex direction column? This is what we have used. And the next thing is we want that to be like into the center. Right now my elements are not into the center. To make our elements into the center, I'm gonna say align items into the center. Like for vertically, this needs to be center, and for the horizontally, if we want that into the center, we are gonna say justify content center. Let me save that and let's come back here. Align item, justify content. Oh, I have put that on a wrong place. Let me copy that from here. So I'm gonna apply on here because we have items inside that. So we are gonna apply that on here. Can you see? It's perfectly fine now. And after that, we need one more thing. I'm gonna put up a class here with the name. Let me check if we have class there, cap. Let me see cap. So it's saying gap 3. Let's pick up this gap 3. And I'm gonna pick up, I'm gonna paste that here and let's come back here. Can you see we have a gap between them? So we have a class, we pass that class here, gap 3, this one. Can you see it's 1 rem, that means 16 pixels. So if you want to increase the gap, you can say 4. Can you see you have the gap now? And if you want more gap, so you can use up to 5. Can you see this gap is too much? So we can go with this, we can go with this one, or we can say gap needs to be 4. And let's save that, and we have the beautiful gap between them. And there is more thing. Right now we have this image and it's already rounded. So in case if you don't have a image that is not rounded, what you can do, you can say object fit, that needs to be cover. And after that you want border. There is one more thing that you need, that is called border radius, and you can say that my border radius needs to be 50%, or you can use a bootstrap class for this. You can use that one also. So I will come up here on my image and I'm going to use a class name here. I will say class, and that is going to be rounded hyphen circle. You can go into the bootstrap and you can check about this class. And or I can do one more thing. Instead of right now we have this swiper, and I'm going to put one more class, or I can say client swiper, where we have client swiper dot client swiper, and inside that where we have this image, I'm gonna say where we have this image tag, inside that I'm gonna use this class. I'm gonna say object fit, that is going to be cover. So if in case like your image is different size, you can use these classes to make your image rounded. And there is one more thing you can do with this image. You can adjust the height, that is going to you can say right now 170 px, and width is going to be the same. You can say 170 px, and let me save that. Let me move up. Here you go. And let me save that, and let's go back onto the browser. Here you go. And after that, the next thing that we need to do, we need to work on our text. Right now we are done with our image part. Let's move on our text side. Right now our text is not into the center, and first of all I'm gonna say padding. Top bottom we don't need any kind of padding, but from left right we need padding. I'm gonna say 100 pixels. The next thing that we need is first of all I will come up here and I'm gonna say client swiper. I'm gonna pick up that. and inside that I'm gonna say where we have client swiper and we have this swiper slide, and inside that wherever we have this p tag, apply that. If I hover here, can you see it's giving us IntelliSense client swiper, and after that there is a p tag. I'm gonna say like padding, that is going to be top bottom 0, and the padding that we given there, that was 100. And there is one more thing that we need to give here. Right now our text, if we go back here, if I reload, can you see it's in the center, but like we have the padding here, but it's not in the center right now. We have this padding. So what I'm gonna do, I will let you know like why we give the padding. So right now I will come up here and I will say class, and class name that is going to be text hyphen center. And after that there is a bootstrap class that is called f6, like that is our font size that is equal to 1 rem. And after that I need to give font weight, that is going to be, I'm gonna say font weight needs to be normal, and text is gonna be black. Let me save that and let's go back here and let me reload. Right now can you see we have this text black, text center, it's into the center, and we have a font weight, it's normal, like you can increase or decrease that one, and font size 1 rem and by default your font size is 1 rem, like it's 16 pixels, so you can override the rem value as well. Okay, now the next thing that we need to work on is our I tag, this one. So I'm gonna give the color to this I. So I'm gonna say this is a I, and I'm gonna copy that and I will paste that. So instead of P, this time we are gonna target the our I tag. So here I'm gonna say color, and I'm gonna use variable, and we have variables color sky blue. I'm gonna use this one, and there is one more thing that we need to use, and inside the I tag we have far solid for left, and there is I'm gonna say fs2, like I need to increase the font size of this one. Can you see? Right now let me check, let me reload that. We have the fs2, can you see the size is bigger? Fs2 we have used here, can you see this one? We have used the fs2. Now we have this one is bigger. Now we need to work on this one, and after that we will see our slide part. And now let's move on to this div part. Right now we have used client details, deflex, line item center. This is done. And after that we have this class. We are gonna say class, and after that fs hyphen 5. This is our going to be font, and after that fw, and after that our bolder, we are gonna give the class to make our text bold. Can you see this is bold now? And after that it's already black, and if it's not black on your end, you can use the text black class. So if I hover here, let me inspect this one. Can you see it's text black, font weight bolder, font size 1.25 prime. After that what we have to do, we will come back here, and we are gonna say this one is also going to be, I'm gonna copy this whole, and I will paste that here, and this is not going to be bold, this is going to be normal, and it's already text black. So I'm gonna say this is going to be f6, oh not 56, f6 only. Here you go. And instead of app I can say application or mobile application project. Can you see this one? It's looking beautiful now. The next thing that we need to do is we need to slide this. So what I can do, I will come back here. Now we need one more thing. We need icons, like I have shown you that. Let me go back, similar to this one. So for that purpose, what I have to do, I need these bullet icons and this one as well. I'm gonna copy that. I will come back here and I'm gonna paste these icons here. Let me save that, and let's go back onto our browser and let me reload that. Can you see their icons are coming, but they are disappearing. We need to check like why they are disappearing. Okay, the next thing is what we're gonna do. We will come back onto our code, and what we will do, we are gonna duplicate our slides. So I'm gonna copy this from here and I'm gonna paste that here. And the next thing is I'm gonna change my image. This is going to be, instead of boy, this is going to be a girl1, and I'm gonna say this is going to be a Laura, and that is like this is a like SEO SEO project. I will save that, and let's go back onto our browser. And if I reload, can you see we have this one and this? I can move on to the next, and I will come back here and I'm gonna duplicate this one more again, and after that I will show you the responsiveness. Let me duplicate that 2 times, and here instead of curl, this is going to be boy, and that is going to be by 2.png, and before that that was Timian, and this is going to be John, and I'm gonna say web project, and after that last one, and that one is going to be, I'm gonna say that is going to be Barbara, and that is called, this is going to be, again we will say web project, just for the filling up the content. Let's come back here and let me reload, and if I go above, can you see it's working smoothly? And if I reduce this, let me pull up that here, let me move this here, and let me close this one, let me reload. So if I reduce this, can you see this is still mobile responsive? Can you see? That's how you can create mobile responsive project. And in the when you are moving into the mobile responsiveness, you can play with your image size, text size, and whatever you want to do, you can do that with media query. And there are media queries for the sliders as well, and there are a lot more things you can do with this slider. So this is the one thing that we have learned so far, and there are a lot more things that you can do with this Swiper.js, and I'm gonna posting more projects of this SwiperJs, and you can mastery into this. So if you have liked my video, kindly please do subscribe and comment as well, and don't forget to hit the bell icon as well. I'll see you in the next project. Take care. Bye bye.